right, let's see here. Nope. I actually don't know if she's been using a prong collar for him particularly, so just starting him off with on the double. I always start the dogs off on the double loop, so it takes the pinch feature away, and you know that. So, yes. With that being said, since we're trying not to just go straight to, goosing him with too much of the prong collar, take that pinch feature out and kind of just start off with the fucking, like the pressure release drill, just to introduce him to the pressure, get him to follow the pressure, reward him every time he kind of comes into a good position. Pressure, release, pay. Simple pressure release drill everybody should be doing with their dogs that aren't engaged with them on the walk. Because ultimately you just want the dog to follow the pressure a lot quicker. And you're effectively teaching them what it means. Nice. With this very basic and simple strategy of he goes that way, there's pressure, it releases, and then he gets paid. Really basic thing. And you don't even leave your, you don't go into the walk or anything until you do this a bunch of times. Essentially every single time he becomes disengaged, you're going to be putting some sort of pressure with the leash. Yes. And then giving a little payment there at the same time or right after the fact. Nope. So we're just going to give him that little bit of information right there. When he jumps up, he has the tendency of being overly friendly with people, and that poses a problem because we don't want him to just get super overly stimulated every time he sees somebody. I think that was one of the pain points of my client, that he just thinks everybody's this party, and that's cool. Like, I don't really mind that he is an affectionate dog. I just think if that's a pain point and you want to work on his overstimulation when it comes to people, that's something that you're going to have to address. And of course, he jumps on me, gets overly excited. I'm going to give him a little bit of pressure with the leash. But the flip side to that is understanding the dog enough to where you know that that's how he is. And we're not going to be able to just completely strip him of his desire for people's affection. But if we want to make it easier for him and for us, then we have to communicate to our people. Anybody that you know is coming over to the crib, you're going to have him on a leash just like this. Okay, he's going to see the person like Jose. Just walk up to him real quick. See how overly excited he gets? Hey, good. So I'm just going to kind of use the leash as a bit of a steering wheel. And then as soon as he gives me his attention, hey, good. We'll pay him for being calm and having all four on the floor. And when I talk about communicating with the person, let's say Jose's the person walking through the door. Watch Jose just walk up to him. Nope. Good. So what I want to point out is Jose didn't do all the things that makes it harder for the dog. 10 out of 10 people see a dog. What's up, bro? Talk to him, get all fucking high-pitched with their tone. Look at him, talk to him, touch him. All three of those things make it 10 times more hard for him. I'm not saying don't give him affection or say what's up. All I'm saying is if you want to work on that shit, have a plan, okay? And as soon as he gets to this, okay, you can now Jose's giving him some sugar and giving him the type of love. Come over here. Steady. Okay. You grant permission, and the type of love and affection that Jose is giving him is calm. You can give a dog an equal or even a greater amount of love and appreciation by saying what's up to them without overdoing it. Like, what's up, bro? What's up, man? And now I'm touching him, I'm petting him, I'm loving on him while he's in this position here. This is where I want to give you love, bro. Not when you're losing your mind and jumping up all over me and shit. That's just practicing a terrible habit. Now, look, for those of you at home that don't have that as a pain point and you don't care that your dog literally loses their mind every time they see somebody, then I'm not talking to you. You know, people are allowed to manage their dogs and do whatever it is that they see fit with their dogs. If it's not a pain point, if you don't care, that's cool. We care, okay, because we're looking for like a nice balance, right? We're looking for a nice balance. We're not looking for the dog that just loses their shit, because we also know that if you want to talk about dogs that are learning to be reactive, what are you teaching your dog effectively if you allow them to lose their mind every time they see somebody come through the front door? Dogs learn through patterns and repetitions and associations. So if you're teaching them that a person walking through the door means it's fucking party time, well, you're 10 times more likely to have a reactive dog in public when they see a person. Now you're bitching, now you're complaining, now it's a problem. You know what I'm talking about? So there's that. All right, Jose, you got here, let me put some food in your hand here. So when you know it's a pain point for a dog, when you know it's a struggle for a dog, you can start to anticipate it. Just a second ago, I gave him a little leash correction because I knew he was about to jump on Jose because he got a little excited and stimulated over the food transfer right there. Being prepared to teach your dog, being prepared to inform them is everything. The timing of the information that you relinquish is everything. Because if you don't time it right, they're not going to be able to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Going back to how dogs learn through patterns and reps, the pattern is every time you decide you want to get all rambunctious and jump on people, I'm giving you information. That's not what we want, brother. Pretty simple stuff. Take that right there. Good, Pam. So the reward is equal or greater to than the correction. I had Jose reward him right there because I did the food transfer and he made a really good choice by not getting overly excited and jumping on him as a result. So now, I taught him to get up on a platform yesterday, and that was a different platform with a different surface, a different texture, a different height compared to this one right here, this little hay bale thing, or whatever the hell that is. And the point I want to make about that is a lot of people come to me and they're like, yeah, my dog knows sit, my dog knows dur. And then I ask them to do everything that they claim their dog knows here in a new environment, up at the arena, on the turf, in a different space, and the dog seems to go blank and the dog won't perform. And the reason that is usually is because typically when people do their dog's obedience, it's probably just before they, like, in the kitchen, they got the food bowl, they do that one little sit down, stay, shake, paw thing, the dog does it, and then boom, they just put the food bowl down and they leave. The problem with that is just one specific context. That's only one look. That's only one space. Things always change once you challenge a dog to do things in a different environment when everything's different. So that's why it's always important. That's always one of those things we always reiterate. I don't care that you can do it in your kitchen. That's cool and all, but can you do it everywhere? So all that to say, we're going to have Jose challenge my main man to get up on this platform, and it'll be interesting to see how he does. Good. Nice. Already showing a little more bravery from yesterday, because yesterday he was, that's a boy, doing real good. Got up there. It's a beautiful thing. And ultimately, you know, this is confidence building stuff. This is probably the sweetest dog in the history of dogs, and he lacks a little bit of confidence. And one of the ways that we could help build confidence in dogs is by challenging them to conquer new things. And this little platform right here is a new obstacle for him to conquer. And now he's obviously just absolutely killing it. And that's the whole point of it. If a dog goes from not wanting to jump up on a platform because they think there's hot lava up there to just sending it like this, like absolutely nothing, that's you taking them through the process. That's you actually forging a stronger relationship because you're the one taking them through that. And as a result, he was fearful of it. Now he's not fearful of it. And it's because you showed him that he doesn't have to be afraid of that. So that's a relationship builder. So no matter where you go, there's always going to be opportunities to challenge your dog to do different things. The only difference between somebody like myself and Jose, who have really well-trained dogs who are extremely confident, and somebody who has dogs that doesn't have confidence, is that mindset. That's literally all dog training is. If you want a good, well-balanced, well-behaved pet dog, change the way you think. And I think it's really not that overly complicated, especially when it comes to just, your basic pet dog training. I think things can get a little more complicated and nuanced when we're talking about, heavy behavior modification, advanced obedience. But you guys, average pet dog owners at home, you don't need, super advanced obedience. And if you do have a dog that's experiencing extremely gnarly behaviors, people are like, what's your recommendation? Is to see a professional, somebody that's got a lot of experience handling super reactive. That's a video for another time, because there's a little more nuance and there's some other things to kind of to talk about and to dig into and to learn about the dog and the genetics and all that sort of shit. But anyway, that's what we're doing with Mellow today. I wanted to make this video for you guys. If you appreciate the content, leave a thumbs up on the channel, subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss any future videos. And of course, this video I actually specifically make for Mellow's owner, because we're already out here, we're already doing this stuff. I figured I'd chuck the camera on and hopefully provide some value to you guys. And if you appreciate that and you want some more exclusive, more detailed, in-depth, and you want to support the channel in a further way, you could buy me a cup of coffee at patreon.com/teamfloppyears. I'll link that in the description. But for now, we'll see you in the next video. Appreciate you guys tapping in. Team Floppy, my right hand Jose, and this is Mellow. We'll see you in the next one.